came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing now is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back and the front, the front and the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season. One that saw him having 100 catches.
When you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Complete right side to Otten. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otten, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get it to 25-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt. Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play. And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A 1st down throw for Winston. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady. Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get him the next time.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, when you hit him on a move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Jameis now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Four connects on the extra point. We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. We'll see how this one continues.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back during it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 29 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Succop's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander the 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, 66.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Succop's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Winston to throw for it on 4th. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and pull his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On play action, Winston. Got an open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check it. Old 50. Check it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big
completely neutralized. To throw, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Brady's going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
Brady's pass.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
On for the extra point is 4. And this is back to a 5-point game. So we're going to get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way.
No doubt about it. Let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now he'll throw with Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Brady to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Suck up for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 33, Saints 21.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Brady going to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On play action, it's Brady. He'll find Fournette again here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended. But they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Extra point try now for Succop. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 40, Saints 21.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
Yeah.
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Mark said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, plus we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block,
Every hood, every city, every ghetto.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back. I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back. I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Y'all calling me crazy when a been ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy, and a been shopping all day, no Macy. Hop out first lady, you think can't date me? Look at your savings, you still waiting, still blowing out daisies, counting on daydreams. Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no crazy. Like Jay-Z, crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no crazy, no crazy. None of these crazy. Then I ball like Spalding. Can't call my bluff when it's my call in. Won't duck them all in. It's a brand new day, new pace like jogging. Straight facts, no jargon. It's a whole lot of big blue checks, no login. No stress, no stalling. See a whole lot of big coquettes when I ball in. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't date me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't date me. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't date me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't date me. Cuckoo nuts, crazy, amazing, buku bucks. Pay me awful luxury. Save me, who knew you go crazy? Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no crazy. Like Jay-Z, crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no crazy, no crazy. None of these crazy. Y'all better go crazy.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch.
Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she is back. Finna, guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa.
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad. Ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play the score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. girl, let it put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a peek.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
No, 56.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. This is caught by Evans. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. That one goes for 8 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in the right direction?
From the gun on third down, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run once more with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Suck up for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 28, Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Brady's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, ball 66. He's now.
Brady now on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second and goal, Brady dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Brady now on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And going deep for Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll set up to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So much about these games, just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 35, Eagles 21.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A gift for Taylor running right side. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brady to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And going deep for Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him run through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 17, Brady. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill, 97 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Let's go up. No, 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hey, back here.
On the handoff, Taylor. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Jacket, reload!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. That throw by Brady incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Suck up for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70, Eagles 38.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Brady going to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. At the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I make men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign. somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping that track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like the lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rub the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. But soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my bad had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the Ram. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head
where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So
every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto
need a black superhero.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto
need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people.